Yes, I couldn't just go away. It's too much. It's a beautiful, wonderful story. Uh, well, I'm getting a chance to read some nice stories. I generally read action stories. I go into Mexican. I love Mexican movies also. I love Mexican, Italian, Spanish movies. I go into this cartel type movies I see, and the cartels of the world, and Paulo Coelho's. I read the last book was Alchemist. It's a wonderful book of Paulo Coelho. So now money sent to Lencho. I'm just giving you a brief thing what happened. The postmaster could collect only 70 pesos. This way put the money in an envelope and addressed it to, it's not an envelope, okay, it's an envelope, and addressed it to Lencho. He wrote a single word on it, God, as a signature. Lencho receives the money. The following Sunday, Lencho came to the post office. He asked, is there any letter for him? He was given that letter. Lencho did not show any surprise on seeing the money. He got angry when he counted the money. He felt that God could not have made a mistake. Lencho's letter to God calls post office employees crooks. Immediately, Lencho wrote another letter to God. He put it into the mailbox. The postmaster opened it. Lencho had written in that letter he had received was only 70 pesos, but he asked for 100 pesos. He asked God to send him the rest, but God should not send it through the mail. It was because the post office employees were crooks. See, this is what we think in life. This is what happens. We want always more. Now that letter had come, I guess I have not gone through the story yet, but I am telling you. That letter he wrote to God asking for 100 pesos. Now the postmaster, when he saw that, okay, this is to God, let me open and see what's the letter all about. So he had asked for 100 pesos. So what do? They talk to all their employees to trying to put in some money. Let's help this guy. God is doing it. God is doing it. I am today here in Hartford. I am not supposed to be here. I don't know how I came here, but I just came. And it's 1 year now. It's on the 30th of June. It will be 1 year. I don't know. God must have sent me. I am here. Till He wants me, I'll be here. Till He doesn't want. If He doesn't want me, I can't be. Even if I want, I won't be able to be here. So if I am good at my work, someone or the other is going to tell me to stay here. Through God. God is through that person will tell me to stay. If my job is good, if you don't like me, you have to tell me. You don't like me, that means God is wanting me that my job is not doing. I am hurting you guys. I am not able to give you the right information. I am not able to share with you anything. Correct? So this is what it is. So then he receives that letter. They put in 70 pesos and send it to him, and he sees that, okay, this has come. So he goes back to the post office. Are you sure this had come? They said, yes. 70 pesos. He said, you guys are crooks and all. He wrote another letter to God. These post people are very bad. These post office people are very bad. The whack cash and all that. $30 a shot. I had asked for 100. Why did you send 70? But he did not know the truth. Actually, what happened? He called those people crooks who helped him. The people who do good to us, we call them bad. But it was not known. They did not want to tell him that. They did not want to break his faith. Got my point? So now I'll come to the story. Okay. What actually the letter of God is wanting to say here? So, I am just looking for the chapter where it is. Okay, yes, here it is. Actually, my net is very slow. Yes. So, we are there. The house, the only one in the entire valley, sat on the crest of a low hill. From this height, one could see the river and the field of ripe corn dotted with flowers that always promised a good harvest. The only thing the earth needed was a downpour or at least a shower. Through the morning, Lencho, who knew his fields intimately, had done nothing else but to see the sky towards the northeast. Now we are really going to get some water. Woman, the woman of who was preparing supper, replied, "Yes, God willing." The older boys were working in the field while the smaller ones were playing near the house until the woman called to them, "Come for dinner." It was during the meal. So he had how many? They don't know, but he had few children, some old boys and some young guys, and the woman was his wife. So just as they were sitting down for dinner, as he had predicted, Lencho had predicted, big drops of rain began to fall in the northeast. Huge mountains of clouds could be seen approaching. The air was fresh and sweet. The man went outdoor for no other reason than to have the pleasure of feeling the rain on his body. And when he returned, he exclaimed, "These aren't raindrops falling from the sky, they are new coins. The big drops are 10 cents pieces and the little ones are fives." So as I said before, I'm just reading it now. So he compared it to money, the raindrops, new drops, new money. With a satisfied expression, he regarded the field of ripe corn with its flowers draped in a curtain of rain. But suddenly a strong wind began to blow, and along with the rain, large hailstones began to fall. These truly did resemble new silver coins. The boys, exposing themselves to the rain, ran out to collect the frozen pearls. "It's really getting bad now," exclaimed the man, I mean Lencho. "I hope it passes quickly." It did not pass quickly. For an hour the hail rained on the house, the garden, the hillside, the cornfield, on the whole valley. The field was white as if covered with salt. Not a leaf remained on the trees. The corn was totally destroyed. The flowers were gone from the plants. Lencho's soul was filled with sadness. When the storm has passed, he stood in the middle of the field and said to his sons, "Plague of locusts would have left more than this. The hail has left nothing. This year we'll have no corn." Now what is this he is saying here about the locusts? A plague of locusts. Plague. Just now recently it's happening. It's already there in India. It's come from Pakistan side. It's come into India. Big insects which fly in big groups and destroy crops. You must have heard. So this is a plague. Pandemic, plague together. Both the P's are happening now. Okay. So he's saying that swarm of locust would have come. They won't have harmed my crop much as the hailstorm has harmed my crop. The hail has left nothing. This year we'll have no corn. So he was very sorrowful and he didn't know what's going to happen. Whole night he was thinking, all our work for nothing. So much of hard work he did and nothing came out. There is no one who can help us. We will go hungry this year. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. What is a solitary? Single house in that valley. A lone single house. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary, everybody's hearts in that house, they knew that there was one hope left, and that is God. Don't be so upset. Even though this seems like a total loss, remember, no one dies of hunger. People eat and die. Seriously. If you don't eat, you will not die. But if you eat too much, you will die more quickly. So I'll keep it till here and I'll come back. I hope you liked it. So it's really terrific. Start believing in yourself and respect your parents. They are your God, and have faith in them, and they'll never let you down. Guarantee. They'll never let you down. But on the contrary, you have to have faith in them and also respect them and love them. So happy Father's Day to all in advance. To all the fathers out there of Godford, thank you so much for bringing such beautiful diamonds into the world. Take care. Bye bye. See you on Monday, guys. Bye.